Kodaikanal, in the Palani hills of Tamil Nadu, is a small town built around a man-made lake. Each year, more and more tourists come to Kodai to enjoy holidays and honeymoons. Apart from the scenic town, the beautiful forests that surround Kodi is another attraction for tourists. The Kodaikanal hills are covered with natural shola forests and commercial forests of blue pine, eucalyptus and wattle planted by the forest department. The shola forest is protected, but the commercial forest yields wooden bark to companies which convert them into end products and profits. Behind this world of middle-class tourism and behind the wealth extracted from Kodi forests by companies and contractors lies the world of those who toil and sweat to make a living from the forest. And the darker world of families who live and work in the forest for company contractors. Many of these families live in conditions of bondage, not allowed to move freely, and paid meager wages, not in cash, but in kind. In 1987, the plight of such people was brought to the attention of the Supreme Court by concerned Kodi citizens and T.N. Gopalan of the Indian Express. In July 1987, 157 families working for forest contractors were released from bondage by Supreme Court order.
An organization called the Maitri was working among them, doing relief service from 76 onwards. Till 85, we were providing them with relief materials, food, warm clothes and so on. And also giving literacy program to children and getting them admitted in the schools and so on. And by 85, I succeeded my predecessors who were in charge of Maitri. And then for 6 months I observed what was happening and continued the services. But by the end of 6 months, I realized that we were helping the people who were laboring for 8-10 hours every day, and yet would not get their due, their wages. So naturally I was sensing that we were bombing the wounds on the one side and helping these people to help exploiters. So I decided that they should get their due and their rights. So I consulted my friends, who guided me to meet Mr. Henry, the lawyer in Madurai, who is aware of, very sensitive to the laborers' problem. Then we discussed the problem, and in 86 January, one coop laborers were being starved for asking for a little rise in the price of barking the battle wood. Of course, the contractors refused to dialogue with them, and they stopped the ration, and for about 15 days they were starving, and they were eating the food supplied by Maitri for the children. At this time, then we, through Mr. Henry and through with the help of Mr. Siva, we approached Mr. Gunial Singh and submitted a petition.
3rd of May 86, I have submitted a petition in front of the Gunial Singh Birsada. He was our sub-collector.
That is 3rd of March.
Yes. Then 7th of March he has visited that particular area. That one area I have mentioned, that NMR Coop. And he has visited that area and find out 46 laborers. The condition of the laborers very pathetic, we can say, because they don't have the basic needs there. They don't have the medical assistance. They don't have the living condition. Even they don't have the roof at all. I have report to the Bandhuva Mukti Morcha people. Swami Agni has visited this area, and he has filed a writ petition against the government of Tamil Nadu. Then the Supreme Court appointed three-member commission. That the three-members commission came into the area. They have visited and have submitted the report to the Supreme Court. Then Supreme Court says that immediately they have to give the relief measure from the government.
ஒளிமயமான வாழ்வை காண நாம் ஒன்றாய் கைகளை தூக்கிடுவோம். ஒளிமயமான வாழ்வை காண நாம் ஒன்றாய் கைகளை தூக்கிடுவோம். உரிமையை இழந்தோம், உலகினில் தாழ்ந்தோம், உணர்வை இழக்கலாமா? உரிமையை இழந்தோம், உலகினில் தாழ்ந்தோம், உணர்வை இழக்கலாமா? சுதந்திர வாழ்வை சுவைத்திடுவோம், நாம் அடிமை விலங்கை உடைத்திடுவோம். சுதந்திர வாழ்வை சுவைத்திடுவோம், நாம் அடிமை விலங்கை உடைத்திடுவோம். உரிமையை இழந்தோம், உலகினில் தாழ்ந்தோம், உணர்வை இழக்கலாமா? உரிமையை இழந்தோம்.
I came from Sri Lanka, where I was working as a coolie on an estate. In 1974, I came to India. We were in Mandapam for 6 months. From there, we went to Pudukottai. From there, a contractor called Guru Swami brought us to Kodaikanal, saying there was work here.
உடனே வசதி வேணும். புதுக்கோட்டை பக்கம் எங்களுக்கு ஊருக்கு. புதுக்கோட்டையில வந்து நாங்க லோடு மேன் வேலை அந்த வேலை செஞ்சுக்கிட்டு இருந்தேன். செஞ்சுக்கிட்டு இருக்கும்போது குருசாமின்ட்டு ஒருத்தர் வந்து எங்களை வந்து கொடைக்கானல வேலை இருக்குது, உனக்கு நல்ல சம்பளம் தாரம்னு சொன்னாங்க.
காலைல 6 மணிக்கு வேலைக்கு போவாங்க, சாயந்தரம் 10 மணி கூட ஆகும், 8 மணி கூட ஆகும். நாங்க அப்பவும் வர முடியாது, எங்களுக்கு கஷ்டமா தான் இருக்கும், விட பேசுவாங்க. அதே மாதிரி எங்களுக்கு
We used to go to work from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. If we worked a full day, each of us got 2 kgs of rice. If we did not go to work, we did not get rice.
அதே மாதிரி நாங்க வேலைக்கு போகலன்னு சொன்னாலும், வீட்டுல முடியலன்னு இருந்தாலும் 2 பேத்துக்கு அரிசி கிடையாது.
We had lots of problems. We did not have any food to eat. At the same time, the Pan India contractors, they have brokers. They came to our help by giving 5 or 6 rupees. Then slowly they started saying that there is some work in Kodaikanal, that they will give good salaries, free housing, bonus, provident fund. Like this they said many things. We believed them and went to Kodaikanal. There is a tree called wattle. We had to cut the bark of this tree. They were sending these barks to Metupalayam to manufacture some chemicals. This is our work, cutting the barks. If husband and wife do hard work, they could earn rupees 25 to rupees 30 per day. It is not possible beyond that.
ஒரு காட்டுக்குள்ள போய் குசை போட்டு